Hello and welcome. I'm glad you're here. This video is an introduction to me, an introduction to this channel, and an introduction to how I approach Vedic astrology. If you're new to astrology, you're welcome here. If you've explored astrology before but felt confused or overwhelmed, you're also welcome here. This channel is a space for clarity, understanding, and thoughtful learning. My name is Ricky. I'm a Vedic astrologer. Astrology has been part of my life for many years, not just as a subject of study, but as a tool for understanding life, timing, and personal growth. What drew me to Vedic astrology was not prediction, it was explanation. The ability to explain why certain patterns repeat, why life seems to move in cycles, and why effort sometimes works and sometimes does not. Vedic astrology helped me understand life more clearly, and that is what I want to share here. This channel is called Astrology by Ricky. The purpose of this channel is simple: to teach Vedic astrology in a grounded, practical, and accessible way. Not sensational, not fear-based, and not superficial. Astrology does not need drama to be meaningful. It needs clarity. Before we go further, let me explain what I mean by Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology comes from ancient India and is traditionally known as Jotish. Jotish means the science of light. It is a system designed to bring light to life experiences. It helps us understand ourselves, our patterns, our challenges, and our timing. Vedic astrology is not about labeling people as good or bad. It is about understanding cause and effect. One of the most common questions I'm asked is how Vedic astrology is different from Western astrology. This is an important distinction, and I want to be very clear about it. Western astrology primarily uses the tropical zodiac. Vedic astrology uses the sidereal zodiac. The sidereal zodiac is aligned with the actual constellations in the sky. Because of this, many people find that their moon sign or ascendant is different in Vedic astrology. For many people, this feels more accurate and more reflective of their lived experience. But the difference goes deeper than just signs. Western astrology often focuses on personality and psychology. Vedic astrology focuses on life patterns, karma, and timing. It looks at why certain themes repeat, why certain lessons appear again and again, and why life unfolds in phases. Vedic astrology does not remove free will. It explains the environment in which free will operates. Another important point I want to make early on is this: Vedic astrology is not fatalistic. It does not say your life is fixed and you have no choice. Instead, it shows tendencies, pressures, and opportunities. It shows when effort is supported and when patience is required. It helps you work with life instead of constantly pushing against it. At the heart of Vedic astrology is the birth chart. Your birth chart is a map of the sky at the exact moment you were born. It shows the positions of the planets, the signs they occupy, and the areas of life they influence. This chart does not change, but how it unfolds over time does. This is where timing becomes important. Vedic astrology places strong importance on the moon. The moon represents the mind, emotions, and daily experience. It shows how life is felt, not just how it looks on the surface. This is one reason why moon-based analysis is so important in Vedic astrology. We will talk a lot about this on this channel. Another key feature of Vedic astrology is its timing systems. These are known as Dashas. Dashas show which planetary energies are active at different periods of life. They help explain why certain themes dominate at certain times, why one period feels heavy, why another feels expansive, and why life can suddenly change direction. Understanding timing can bring a lot of peace. I want to be very clear about how I teach astrology on this channel. I do not teach astrology as superstition. I do not teach astrology as fear. And I do not teach astrology as entertainment. I teach astrology as a system of understanding, a system that requires patience, observation, and reflection. On this channel, we will move step by step. We will start with foundations. We will talk about the ascendant, the moon, and the structure of the chart. We will explore planets, houses, signs, and nakshatras. We will discuss timing, transits, and life cycles, and we will connect astrology to real-life topics such as career, relationships, purpose, growth, and challenge. Some videos will be educational, some will be practical, some will be reflective and philosophical. You do not need to know astrology to start watching. You also do not need to agree with everything immediately. Astrology reveals its value over time. I also want to say this. You do not need to believe in astrology for it to be useful. You only need to observe patterns. Astrology works best when it is approached with curiosity, not blind belief. I encourage questioning, I encourage reflection, and I encourage learning at your own pace. This channel is not about predicting specific events for everyone. It is about understanding the structure behind life experiences. Once you understand the structure, you can apply it personally. That is where astrology becomes meaningful. If you are watching this and wondering whether this channel is for you, here is a simple guide. If you want quick predictions without understanding, this may not be the right place. If you want to understand yourself, your patterns, and your timing more deeply, then you are in the right place. Over time, this channel will build into a complete learning journey. You can watch casually or you can study deeply. Both are welcome. Before I close, I want to invite you to participate. If you know your ascendant, also called your Lagna, feel free to comment it below. If you do not know it yet, that is completely fine. We will cover how to find it in future videos. Engaging with the content helps the channel grow, and it helps me understand what you want to learn. If you find this content useful, I invite you to subscribe. New videos will be released regularly, and each video will build on the last. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Understanding life through the lens of Vedic astrology.